Understanding on-demand liquidity and how it's changing the world and international payments. On-demand liquidity, or ODL, is a new payment technology that is revolutionizing the way international transactions are conducted. And ODL uses digital assets such as XRP, Ripple, to facilitate real-time, low-cost cross-border payments. In this video, we'll take a closer look at what ODL is, how it works, and why it's such a game changer for businesses and individuals alike. What we'll do now is I'll show you a quick video and then we'll come back.
Crypto is helping transform finance businesses today in a few different ways. And I think one of the challenges of the industry has been to focus on solving real problems for real customers. And Ripple, obviously, from its earliest days, focused on the problem around cross-border payments. That's a point of a lot of friction as measured by speed and cost. And by focusing there, we've been able to have a big impact on that, relatively small piece. But I think over the next years, you're going to see many financial transactions where a middleman sits, a middle transaction, an intermediary. Those will get removed, and we'll use blockchain and other digital asset type technologies to remove that friction. And I think all of society will benefit from improving the efficiency of those systems. I think you'll see that. Certainly you've seen it in security settlement as an opportunity. The financial transactions around bonds, around derivatives, a lot of these things take a while to settle, and the friction associated actually holds back the industry. Insurance is an industry I think you're going to see touch. Trade finance is an industry that really Ripple, some of our customers have invited us to participate in. And you've seen experimentation around identity in real estate and title management. And these are all examples where I think it's so hard to predict where this will go, in the same way that 25 years ago, when I first got involved in the Internet of Information, I never could have predicted on my smartphone I'd press a button and I'd have a car picking me up minutes later. I think this will permeate lots of different parts of our society.
So in this video, we'll take a closer look at what ODL is, how it works, and why it's such a game changer for businesses and individuals alike. So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's brought to you by the Online Business app and the Online Business Network. And what we're going to do is discuss the latest trends and developments in the world of finance and technology. So today we're going to talk about on-demand liquidity, and that's also known as ODL. Now, this is a payment technology, and it's been making headlines lately for its potential to transform the way we conduct international transactions. And on-demand liquidity is a payment technology, and it allows for instant cross-border payments. And by cross-border payments, that's international, for those who might be a bit confused on that. And that's using digital assets, such as XRP, Ripple, and the technology uses a decentralized ledger known as a blockchain. And that facilitates transactions between different currencies in real time. So how does on-demand liquidity work? Well, ODL works by converting a sender's currency, so say money from Australia, into Ripple, XRP, a digital asset, which is then sent to the recipient's account, so say the UK. The recipient can then convert the XRP back into their currency or hold it as an asset. And because the transaction is conducted in real time, there's no need for intermediaries, such as banks or payment processors. So this can significantly reduce transaction costs and time. And why is on-demand liquidity a game changer? Well, on-demand liquidity has the potential to transform the world of international payments. And it does this by making it faster, cheaper, and more accessible. So traditionally, cross-border payments have been slow, they're costly, and they're subject to fluctuating exchange rates. And we've probably all seen this when we want to exchange money on holidays or before we go, et cetera, et cetera. And ODL addresses these issues by using digital assets to facilitate transactions in real time. And they do this with minimal transaction fees. So it's very cost effective, and it makes it an attractive option for businesses, individuals, and anyone else that might be thinking of that, especially those who operate in regions where traditional banking infrastructure is lacking. And to conclude, on-demand liquidity is a payment technology that has been given the potential to transform the way we conduct international transactions by using digital assets and they facilitate this in real time to conduct cross-border payments, ODL, and it significantly reduces the transaction cost and the time. It makes it an attractive option, as I said, for big business and even individuals. And while the technology is still in its early stages, it's clear that it has the potential to change the world of finance as we know it. So thank you for watching. We'll be making more videos similar to this going forward. As I've said before, we're a new channel. But what I want to do is delve a little bit further into the liquidity and how it's changing the world. So it is a digital asset that was created by Ripple, a San Francisco-based fintech company. And it was designed to be a bridge currency that can facilitate transactions between different currencies, as we said earlier. And it's regardless of any amount or the amount of or the location of the transaction as well. So it is a decentralized currency, meaning it's not controlled by any government or financial institution. And its transactions are validated by a global network of computers running on the XRP ledger. So when using ODL, on-demand liquidity, Ripple acts as a bridge currency, as we mentioned before, between the sender's currency and the recipient's currency. So let's say a business in the United States wants to pay a supplier in Mexico. Traditionally, the businesses would have to convert US dollars into Mexican pesos through the bank or a payment processor. And then this process can take days to complete. We've probably all waited for a transaction to complete at some stage in our lives, and it can be frustrating. And the fees can be exorbitant with this as well. So with ODL, the business would convert US dollars into Ripple. It would then send it to the recipient's account in Mexico. The recipient then converts it into XRP or from XRP into Mexican pesos, hold it as an asset. Because the transaction is conducted in that real time, there's no need for intermediaries such as the bank or payment processors. And as we mentioned, this can significantly reduce cost, time, and efficiency for that particular business. So the use of Ripple in ODL is what sets it apart from other payment technologies, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. While these other two assets can be used to facilitate cross-border payments, their transaction fees and the times can be unpredictable, and it makes them less suitable for this high-value, real-time type of transaction. And Ripple's use in ODL has been gaining traction in recent years, with several financial institutions and payment providers adopting the technology. Even in 2019, Ripple announced a partnership with MoneyGram, one of the largest money transfer companies in the world, to use ODL and XRP for cross-border payments. The partnership's been successful in reducing transaction costs and improving transaction times for MoneyGram's customers. In addition, business and financial institutions have been able to, enjoy that sort of benefit as well. And that using ODL and XRP for cross-border payments is a good example. Also, migrant workers can use technology to send remittances to their families who might be, in other countries. They can do that quickly and at low cost, a lot cheaper than your traditional methods. And overall, the use of Ripple in ODL is transforming the world of international payments by making transactions, as we've been discussing, much faster, much cheaper, and much more accessible. So this technology is in its early stages. It's sort of, I wouldn't say infancy, but it's early. It's really clear that it has the potential to change the world of finance as we know it. And in recent times, if you've sort of got your ear to the ground and you're keeping track of what's happening around the world, you'd surely be aware of Ripple now. You'd be understanding what it does, what it proposes to do, and the potential that it has, especially with what's happening around the world, with banks going under, banks struggling, governments now at all-time highs of spending and debt. AI is now becoming a thing, so people are potentially getting stood down, losing their jobs because of robots or AI are going to, take over those positions. And all in all, lots of change is coming. So Ripple is something that right now is at the forefront and something worth keeping an eye on and watching. So thank you very much for coming and joining the video. Please like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We are going to put out more content similar to this, as we mentioned before. We are trying to aim at people who are moving across to the online world, just learning about crypto, just learning about online business. And thanks very much for attending. See you in the next one.